The world outside is a storm of constant change, shifting like the winds. But the world within remains your only true and sacred possession. We do not suffer because of the events that happen to us, but because of the stories we tell ourselves about why they occurred in reality. Welcome to a journey of profound mental fortification, blending the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy with the unyielding spirit of the ancient warrior class. To be unbeatable is not to avoid the struggle, but to develop a mind that remains calm and centered in the very heart of chaos. Your perception is the filter through which you experience existence. By mastering your thoughts, you master the very fabric of your personal reality today. Today we explore 10 iron rules designed to forge a psyche that cannot be broken by misfortune, criticism, or the heavy weight of the unknown. Listen closely to these principles, for they are the keys to a fortress that no enemy can breach and no fire can ever hope to consume. Prepare your spirit, quiet your ego, and let us descend into the depths of the invincible mind through the light of ancient Stoic wisdom now. Rule 1. Distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. Stop wasting your precious spirit on things that lie beyond your reach. Focus your entire will on your own actions, your own words, and your own character. These are the only domains where your power truly resides. The weather, the opinions of others, and the past are all outside your circle. Release them, and you will find an immediate sense of freedom. Like the stones in this garden, be solid. Let the world flow around you without moving your foundation or disturbing your inner peace of mind. By accepting what you cannot change, you preserve your energy for the things you can influence. This is the first step toward becoming truly invincible. Wisdom is knowing the difference. Courage is acting on that knowledge every single day, regardless of how difficult the path may seem to you. Rule 2. Change your lens. Events are neutral until you judge them. Nothing is inherently good or bad until your mind labels it as such. The deadline that scares you or the criticism that hurts you are only vibrations in the air. You choose how much weight to give them. Practice looking at your problems with objective eyes. Strip away the emotion and see the situation for what it actually is, without any added drama. When you control your perspective, you control your emotional state. No external force can make you feel inferior or angry without your own internal consent. Your mind is the master architect of your suffering. If you change the blueprint of your thoughts, you can rebuild your entire world from within. View every challenge as an opportunity to practice virtue. A situation only becomes a tragedy if you allow it to break your spirit and will. Rule 3. Amor Fati, or the love of fate. Do not just endure your life. Embrace everything that happens to you with a grateful heart. Treat every obstacle as if it were exactly what you needed for your growth. The universe does not make mistakes in its divine unfolding plan. The man who resists destiny is dragged by it, but the man who embraces destiny is guided by it toward his true and highest purpose. Wish for things to happen exactly as they do. This is the secret to an untroubled life and a mind that can never be defeated. When you stop fighting reality, you gain the strength to transform it. Acceptance is not weakness. It is the ultimate form of strategic alignment. Love your fate, for it is the unique path that only you can walk. Every hardship is a gift wrapped in a challenge for your soul. Rule 4. Memento mori. Remember that you are mortal. This is not a morbid thought, but a powerful tool to prioritize what truly matters. The awareness of death strips away the trivialities of life. It humbles the arrogant and gives courage to the fearful in the face of time. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think in this very moment of your brief existence. Stop living as if you have 10,000 years ahead of you. Death stands at your elbow. Act with excellence while you still have breath. Use your mortality to fuel your vitality. When you know your time is limited, you stop wasting it on anger, vanity, or meaningless social pursuits. Live each day as a complete life in itself. When you are ready to die at any moment, you are finally truly free to live. Rule 5. Practice voluntary hardship. To strengthen the soul, one must occasionally endure discomfort by choice rather than by necessity or forced circumstance. Eat plain food, sleep on the floor, or walk in the cold. By doing so, you prove to yourself that you can survive anything. If you are not a slave to your comforts, you cannot be manipulated by the fear of losing them. Independence is found in simple living. Train your body to be a servant to your mind. When the mind is in command, the body can endure what seems impossible to others. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. By choosing the harder path today, you prepare for the challenges that tomorrow will surely bring. Building mental calluses requires regular exposure to friction. Do what is difficult until it becomes easy. Then, find a new mountain to climb. The soul grows in the garden of austerity. By stripping away the unnecessary, you reveal the core of your true, unshakable strength and power. Rule 6. The power of silence. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we may listen twice as much as we speak. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he has to say something. Silence is a shield for wisdom. In the quiet, we find the answers that noise tries to hide. When you stop talking, you start observing the subtle truths of the world. Control your tongue to control your mind. Every word you utter is a piece of your energy released. Save it for what truly matters. Silence allows you to process your emotions before they turn into regrettable actions. It is the pause between the stimulus and your deliberate response. The loudest man in the room is often the weakest. The quietest man is often the one with the most power over his own destiny. Rule 7. Prioritize logic over emotion. When the storm of feelings arrives, let the lighthouse of your reason guide you safely to the shore. Anger, fear, and grief are natural, but they should never be the captains of your ship. Acknowledge them, then let your logic take the helm. Ask yourself, is this reaction helpful? Most emotional outbursts only complicate the problem you are trying to solve. Stay calm and stay analytical, always. The invincible mind is like a cool spring in a desert of fire. It remains refreshing and clear, regardless of the heat surrounding its depths. Train your mind to see the structure beneath the chaos. When you understand the why, the how becomes a matter of simple, logical execution. Reason is the spark of the divine within us. To live according to reason is to live in harmony with the nature of the universe. Rule 8. The obstacle is the way. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every difficulty is actually a path to a newer level. Just as fire feeds on everything it encounters to grow brighter, the Stoic mind uses every setback as fuel for its own inner development. Do not wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to endure a difficult one. The struggle is not a detour. It is the journey. Every no you receive is a lesson in persistence. Every failure is a lesson in strategy. Use them as stepping stones to your ultimate success. The path that is blocked is simply telling you to find a more creative way to climb. The obstacle is the ultimate teacher of innovation. You are not defeated when you fall. You are only defeated when you refuse to use the fall as a reason to rise up higher. Rule 9. Focus on the present. The past is a memory, and the future is an imagination. The only reality you possess is this moment. Anxiety is living in a future that hasn't happened yet. Regret is living in a past that cannot be changed. Both are thieves of life. Be here, now. Give your full attention to the task at hand, no matter how small or mundane it may seem to your wandering mind. When you are fully present, fear disappears because fear requires a future to exist. In the now, there is only action and pure being. Do not let your life pass you by while you are busy making other plans. Drink your tea, do your work, and love your family now. The present is the only place where you can exert your will. By mastering the moment, you eventually master the entirety of your long-term destiny. This breath is the most important one. This thought is the only one that matters. This moment is your life. Do not miss it. Rule 10. Build your inner fortress. There is a place inside you that no one can touch, a sanctuary of peace that you must protect. The opinions of others are their business, not yours. Do not let their praise inflate your ego or their insults crush your precious spirit. Your character is your only true wealth. Everything else, money, fame, health, can be taken away in an instant, but your virtue is yours alone. Retreat into yourself often. In the silence of your own mind, you will find the strength that the world cannot provide to you externally. Be the lighthouse, not the wave. Let the world be as it is, while you remain who you are, a person of unshakable integrity. The inner fortress is built stone by stone through every choice you make. Make yours so strong that it becomes a beacon for others. Stoicism is not a philosophy of the classroom. It is a philosophy of the battlefield of life. It is meant to be lived daily. Control, perspective, fate, mortality, hardship, silence, logic, obstacles, presence, and your inner fortress. These are your weapons. Carry them with you always. The journey to an unbeatable mind never ends. It is a path of constant refining, of falling down and rising up with more wisdom. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Choose your thoughts with extreme care and purpose. Go forth now and forge your mind into steel. Thank you for walking this path of wisdom with us. Your transformation begins this very second.